The penultimate episode of Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 kept the Dexter prequel show's momentum going and set up an explosive season finale. Even after two major bombshell reveals, that Captain Aaron Spencer, Patrick Dempsey, is the kidnapper and Brian Moser, Roby Attle, is the NHI killer, Original Sin still had more surprises in store. Viewers learned more about Dexter's, Patrick Gibson, early childhood, Harry's, Christian Slater, regrets about handling Brian, and Deborah's, Molly Brown, decision to become a police officer. The main cast of Original Sin wasn't the only focus of Episode 9, however. The newest installment also revealed why Brian is targeting the people he kills, followed Maria's, Christina Milian, suspicions of Harry, and even focused on Bobby Watt, Reno Wilson, more than ever before. The prequel series is taking a breakneck pace to its final episode and all the intriguing conclusions it has set up, and so much happened this week that it's worth recapping all the major story reveals in Dexter, Original Sin Episode 9. Bobby Watt was in critical condition and Harry told Maria about his connection to Brian Moser. Bobby's gunshot wound looks extremely serious, but Harry at least deflected Maria's attention away from Dexter. Harry's partner Bobby Watt, Reno Wilson, was shot in Dexter, Original Sin Episode 8, and the newest episode saw Harry rush to his side. As Angel Batista, James Martinez, explained, Bobby was in critical condition when Harry arrived, and they wouldn't know whether he lived or died for quite some time. Harry didn't get much of a chance to mourn, however, as Maria Lagerta soon pulled him aside and asked why he had hidden Brian Moser's file during the NHI killer investigation. Surprisingly, Harry mostly came clean and told Maria about his affair with Laura. He said that it was his fault that Laura died, that he had always wondered what happened to Brian after all those years, and that the entire situation was one of the biggest regrets of his life. As honest as Harry was, however, he lied to Maria and told her that he stole Brian's file as a purely personal matter that had nothing to do with the NHI killer. 11. Harry convinced Spencer to send a search party after Laura but lost his badge in the process. Harry had to admit he slept with Laura to start the search and Spencer demanded his badge. In one of Harry's flashbacks, he recalled the aftermath of Laura Moser's, Brittany Allen, abduction and trying to find her at the shipping yard. Harry tried to convince Captain Aaron Spencer, Patrick Dempsey, to authorize a search party, but Spencer thought Laura's investigation into Hector Estrada's drug cartel was too valuable to risk with a search. So, Harry had to tell Spencer about his affair with Laura and reveal that he had compromised the entire investigation. That revelation was enough to convince Spencer to start looking for Laura, Brian, and Dexter. Though it got Spencer to order a search, Harry coming clean about his affair with Laura was terrible news for his career. Harry and Laura's affair ruined a year-long undercover investigation and opened Miami Metro up to a massive lawsuit, so Spencer demanded Harry's detective badge as punishment. He allowed Harry to join the search for Laura, but only as a regular, uniformed police officer instead of a plainclothes detective. Interestingly, that moment actually solved one of Dexter's oldest inconsistencies, and explained why a detective like Harry was wearing a beat cop's uniform when he found Dexter in the shipping container. 10. Dexter broke into Spencer's apartment, but Harry had driven him home. Dexter had to slip out Spencer's balcony to avoid being spotted. Despite getting a lot of pushback from Harry, Dexter was convinced that Spencer was the main villain of Original Sin who killed Jimmy Powell and kidnapped Nikki, so he continued his investigation. That led to Dexter breaking into Spencer's apartment to look for clues. Dexter found a few photographs of Aaron and Nikki together, along with some of the prepackaged meals both Jimmy and Nikki ate while in captivity, but he was interrupted in the process. Harry had driven Aaron home from work and stayed around for a drink while Dexter was hiding in the apartment.